Hi, I'm Brian Wisman, Director of Product Development at Brammo. Welcome to Brammo headquarters, and let me introduce you to the 2013 Brammo Empulse R. This is a bike that's represented a lot of engineering effort for Brammo. Brammo Empulse R represents the best of what we know now and our best effort at a great naked sports bike for the street.
Having spent a couple days with the Empulse R, I can tell you that its performance factor is much closer to its internal combustion rivals. It has a new liquid-cooled motor and a larger battery pack, which greatly enhances the range and the top speed.
That was the goal with the bike, 100-mile range, 100-mile-an-hour top speed.
We were able to get this bike up to 85 on the freeway without any trouble. It doesn't go quite as far on a full charge with that top speed, but it can go more than 50 miles with freeway runs. That's a significant improvement over its predecessor.
It's got this extruded aluminum enclosure, which helps with the heat sinking. The battery pack also has integral cell heaters, which helps keep the pack warm even when we're charging it or discharging it. The bike is fully J1772 compliant, which means that standard pistol that you see people putting into Nissan Leafs and Chevy Bolts will fit right here into your Brammo Empulse.
One of the impressive things about the Empulse is the chassis. This is a real bike. I mean, you've got Marzocchi fork, Sachs shock, Marchesini wheels. It looks like a bike and it rides like a bike. Three-way adjustable suspension, Brembo brakes. It's got all the right parts, and it feels like a real bike on the road.
The Brammo Empulse R is the only electric motorcycle with this integrated 6-speed transmission that we call the IET system. What it allows you to do is have both gear ratio for great acceleration off the line and an optimal gear ratio for top speed. While we've integrated the 6-speed transmission, a motorcyclist isn't going to have any trouble learning how to use this bike. Nothing too tricky going on there. It just gives you your tool back as a rider. You can actually meter out your regen as you let out the clutch, and it's a great safety measure too.
You don't have to use the clutch to roll into a stop. It's really just to bang up through gears and to find the right gearing ratio for whatever speed you're at. There's actually two engine maps for this bike. There's normal, standard, and then there is a sport mode. In sport mode, it's a little bit more aggressive throttle, and the engine braking, which is actually the regeneration, the reverse polarity on the engine that recaptures some of that energy, it's a lot stronger on the sport mode. So it feels more like traditional engine braking. It feels quite conventional when you're riding. The one exception to that is the sound of the bike. It sounds like a high-speed droning motor, which is exactly what it is. At $18,995, the MSRP is up there. Definitely the cost of the batteries is a big portion of that, but Brammo does have a list of pre-orders that are already ready for production.
Most people don't realize that the bike is a homegrown bike. We actually assembled the full bikes here in Ashland, Oregon at this facility in this warehouse space. And for the foreseeable future, this will be a US built product.